percents. There are many different types of application problems that we can look at using percents. One of those types of problems is when we are talking about just increase and decrease percents. So I'm going to show you a couple examples of what it means to have an increasing percent problem or a decreasing percent problem, and how you would go about being able to set up either your proportion or an equation and be able to solve. Now again, when we're talking about parts, we are talking about the amount of change. So in other words, the part is going to be either your appreciation or your depreciation, meaning your increase in value or decrease in value. The whole in these types of problems are going to be talking about your total. In most cases, it's your total from a previous year. Your formulas are still going to be the same, and they're still going to reference where P or R is your percent. A is still going to be your part, and B is still talking about your whole. Okay? So the first problem we're going to look at says, because of property tax increases, the Crawfords' house payment increased from $876 per month to $949 per month. What was the percent increase? So here we're talking about an increase, so we're talking about going up in percentage. So the first thing we need to look at is we need to look at your change in value. So the change in value says we are going to go current minus original. And we're doing that because this is an increasing problem. So here my change in value is going to be my current, which was $949, minus the original, which was $876. And this is going to give me an increase of $73. So here, this increase is going to be my A term. So we have P over 100 is equal to A over B. Now the reason I'm using the proportion is because most students choose to set it up in terms of a proportion. For whatever reason, it just seems like it is the easier equation to work with, and so this is what it would look like. And so here, when we are setting it up, we're going to have P over 100 is equal to my A term, which is how much I've increased, over your original, so 876. So now we just simply would apply, I would apply your shortcut, which would be your cross multiplication shortcut here. Pull the 100 up, which says that P is going to be my 73 times 100 over the 876. So in this case, you should find your P to be 8.3%. And here, to absolutely answer your problem, you would have that the payment increased by 8.3%. Okay, percent increase. Alright, let's look at another one. So here I have a pair of moccasin slippers is on sale for $25 from an original price of $45. What is the percent decrease? So here, in order to first find your change, in this case, we have to go your original minus your sale price. So in this case, my original was the $45 minus my sale price of $25 is going to give me a decrease of $20. Again, this is my A term. Now for this one, we can still again use P over 100 is equal to A over B. And so in this case, in order to solve it, we've got P over 100 is going to be my A, which was 20, over my B term, which is still the original amount. So again, just like before, I would go ahead and bring that 100 up. So you end up with P is going to be the 20 times 100 divided by 45. So my percent is going to come out to being 44.4%. Therefore, you would say the moccasins decreased the price by 44.4%. Alright, last one I wanted to look at says a house appreciated. So appreciated means increase. So we are looking at an increased percent. So here it says a house appreciated 3% over 1 year. If the original value was $144,000, what is the new value? So here, this time, we have an increased percent of 3%. The other piece that we know is we have an original. So the original value was $144,000. This is your B value. So in this case, we have your 3% over 100 is equal to the missing term over my original value. So here to solve this, I would pull my 144 up. So we end up getting that A is going to be your 3 times 144,000 divided by 100. So we find out that this is going to be 4320. Now, that is not actually the answer. In this problem, what we're looking for is we are looking for the new value. So to find the new value says that we have to take the original, so your new value is going to be your original plus your increased value. So to find my new value says I have to take my original 144,000 and I have to add my increased value of 4320. This is going to give me a new house value of $148,320. And this was the answer that we were looking for. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Those are 3 different examples of different types of increase or decrease problems that you may see. If there are no questions, have a great day and I'll see you next time.